Being homeless is hard. We moved a lot, and I just wanted to go home.
School got tough. I started to miss my friends.
I couldn't eat good food. I was very hungry.
I had to change schools and I lost all my friends.
My mother used to cry a lot. I just want to go back home.
I just want to go back home.
Me too.
I just want to go back home.
I guess it didn't hit me until we were packing everything up and we were told to leave. It was 2 rooms, a few people in there. I had to share a room with my little sister and my little brother. It was tough.
When I first became homeless, I was pregnant with my daughter. Her father and I both lost our jobs, and we ended up without a roof over our head. We bounced from house to house. We humbled ourselves and we went into a shelter. And when I walked into that shelter, I was absolutely devastated.
When I first realized I was homeless, my baby was 4 months old at the time. I was just holding her. I didn't know what to do. I was staying at my aunt's house on her couch until she just couldn't have me there anymore.
My landlord decided to rent out to like a family member, so I had to get out and I lived on couches, vans. It's just a struggle. It's really hard because I work and I just can't afford to live anywhere.
I'm living in a homeless shelter. I had lost my job and I applied for welfare, but it wasn't going to pay enough to pay my rent. That's when it started to get pretty desperate. I have my daughter and I didn't know where we were going to go.
Being homeless is really hard.
As a parent, to not be able to provide a roof over your kid's head, and that's the most hurtful feeling in the world. Trying to explain to your kids why you have no place to live.
Going into a shelter, I had a curfew of 7 o'clock. I had a 10 by 10 room that I lived in with my daughter. We were told when to eat, when to sleep, when to shower. It was a clean shelter. The staff was very nice. They were very compassionate. But, you know, with the good comes the bad.
Homes for Families is a statewide advocacy organization, really grassroots focused, working to end family homelessness in the Commonwealth.
I run the Leadership Development Program. We work together with families. We teach them this is your representative. The State House is your house. This is why advocacy is necessary. What it means for our community and what we have to do to be active in those elections. These are some of the reasons why families become homeless, and these are some of the ways that we can change it. To raise some awareness around the issue.
Homes for Families has influenced me in many different aspects. They gave me the knowledge that my voice does count. Every day I raise awareness for homelessness. Before I was homeless, I did vote and I did care, but it wasn't until I was homeless and I hooked up with them that I realized that my voice isn't just powerful, but it's needed in order to make a change.
The general public needs to understand that they play a crucial role in this. Children cannot vote. Adults can vote.
Being with Homes for Family, they made me aware of a lot of things. They are a wealth of a lot of information about things you don't know.
It's about education.
We educate families around housing and homelessness. What are some of the key factors, how to raise awareness, public speaking, giving testimony.
And really helping them to understand the impact that their voice can have, because unless these families come to the table and share their stories, it's something that's sort of swept under the rug.
I've given several different testimonies. I was scared at first when I got up there and I felt as though something just lifted off my shoulder, and for me it felt good because I'm looking at these people up there and I felt as though I got my point across to you guys, because I'm coming from the real world. I'm not coming from what you see in a book on a piece of paper. I'm coming from, I dealt with this.
A lot of people try to make decisions for others. It's so obvious to see that sometimes the decisions should be made by the people that it's affecting. And that's what we do, and that's what I feel it's neat and unique and it's empowering.
The economic crisis, the foreclosure crisis, has really made our agenda that much more challenging. There are all these hidden costs of homelessness. What we need is long-term, permanent, affordable housing.
Hopefully in a few more months, I'll have my own place. I'm hoping by Christmas. I want my first Christmas with my daughter alone. Yes, in my own place.
I want to cook. I want my own privacy. I want a bathtub. It's hard. It's really hard out here.
I'm back on the honor roll.
Now I only have to share a room with my sister.
Now I don't have to share a room with my whole family.
My home is the best place in the whole entire world.